Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. As usual, we're gonna hop right on into a challenge here. You know, I think it's finally time we completed the first challenge on the list, Pitch Black. Time to get in the box, which from what I've heard, this is gonna be hard because we cannot see our health. And also, my controller literally disconnected within, like, probably 1 second of starting this challenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and just be right back. Alright, we're back. That is very, very harrowing. I'm not happy about that whatsoever. You know, when it happens, like, halfway through the run and, like, immediately connects again, that's one thing, but that was another thing entirely right there. But anyway, we got Peeper there. Probably going to be pretty good for doing some extra damage. Hopefully we can keep ahead of Lust here. If we take paths like that, we're probably going to have a little bit of an issue, but as far as, like, our base speed, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to outrun Lust without too much of an issue here. If we could get some, you know, backup support from the Peeper's Eye, that would be awesome, but apparently not. So I'm gonna try to remember what button uses the pill. I think it's R1. Alright, at least I got that right, even if we did sort of waste a Lemon Party pill, which, you know, the Lemon Party pill is better, in my eyes anyway, better than the, you know, Lemon Mishap item. I wish the Lemon Mishap item was like the Lemon Party pill, because I feel like it would be much more useful, because even in this game, like, I feel like Lemon Mishap isn't all that useful. It's kind of, you know, I was going to say it's not that fun to use either. I think it would be fun if you could use it more often, maybe, or maybe if it was a little more powerful, but I'm not sure. I'm not a game designer. I do not know precisely how to balance things and stuff, so, you know, actually, that's one thing I've always wanted to do. Well, maybe not design games, but, like, well, I guess that's part of it, you know, make your own game. But every time I sit down to try to, like, learn, and it's not even that I don't know how to program at all, it's just, like, every time I try to get into the deeper details of what I would need to know to actually make a game, I'm like, you know, I could probably just be playing a game right now, and I get sidetracked, so that probably won't be happening anytime soon, but rest assured if it does, I will definitely cover it on the channel. Is that weird? Like, is that, like, kosher? If you make a game, are you allowed to cover it on your channel if you have one? I don't know. I don't know any developers that have made a game that also have YouTube channels, I don't think. So we're gonna go ahead and fight Famine here. In this challenge, I just realized we got an item room, which is amazing because it's sort of just like a regular run at this point, except we cannot see our health, and we can't, well, I guess we can see the map. That's kind of surprising, you know, in Pitch Black, I would have assumed that, like, they wouldn't have allowed you to see the map either, but I'm kind of glad that they didn't remove the map from our, like, HUD, because I feel like not being able to see our health is pretty big as well. So as far as I can tell, we haven't taken any damage yet, and we haven't picked up any, like, Spirit Hearts or anything like that, so we should still have, like, the 3 basic hearts, and hopefully we don't, you know, lose track of that, because if we can't see how much health we have, we better be able to keep track of it mentally, or we're going to be in for a world of hurt here. So, I think this is a ball of bandages. I really like this item. I don't know why. It's pretty much just like the cube of meat, but I feel like it's better. Maybe it's because I'm so used to the cube of meat. Alright, let me go ahead and check out the map here. Looks like there was one room we didn't go in. I feel like the secret room might be right there as well. I might as well try it anyway. I actually looked up the rules for secret rooms. Hopefully my studying pays off, and it didn't, so you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and leave this floor and pretend like that never happened. If there's another place where it could possibly be, I don't even know, man. You know, actually I heard that it's kind of hard to determine where the secret room might be on the first floor, so maybe that isn't, it's of course my fault, but maybe it's not unexpected. So we're gonna go ahead and take on the basement 2. Curse of Darkness, hey, again, that is part of the challenge though, so I guess that is to be expected. Fortunately, we haven't really come across any, like, hard rooms so far, which is awesome. Like, hopefully the bosses we get aren't, like, the Gurglings. Like, that would be really terrible, because I really suck at fighting the Gurglings. Also, like, I prefer not to fight, like, any form of Gertie. For some reason, I just absolutely cannot dodge Gertie, even though it should be easy. Hopefully I'm, like, that's the right enemy that I'm thinking of. Like I've said before, I'm really not the guy to go to for information about enemy names or anything like that. I just sort of call them what I feel like they're called, and it's usually right, but sometimes it's not, and I try to just roll with it. Like, I have no idea what these enemies are called. If I were to try to describe one of those large enemies, I would just say, you know those enemies in the Flash version of Isaac? The larger version of those. And I would hope that people would understand what I was talking about. You know, one thing I was going to talk about in the last episode, actually, I think it happened right after the end of the last episode, so we should have 3 red and 1 spirit heart now. Let's try and keep track of that. This is an awesome item, because if we ever get in a room with 1,000,000 of those, like, zombie things, we should be able to make quick work of them. But I've been playing Master Chief Collection. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm actually a pretty big Halo fan. I am a really big fan of, like, competitive Halo. And when Master Chief Collection was announced, I was like, oh my god, dude, we have got to get that. You know, talking to other Halo fans, this is. And it comes out, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard by now, but it is 100% broken. Actually, it might be fixed now, but, like, I haven't played it in weeks, because when we first got it, or, like, day 1, midnight of release, it was flat out broken, which I sort of expected, because, you know, a lot of games come out and the servers are down, or whatever, the first night, but it's now like 3 weeks later, and it's still not really fixed. I actually just tried it last night after the most recent patch on December 3rd, as we pick up Placenta. I'm gonna see what's in here. Oh my god, man. They are tempting me right now, and it's gonna work. So we should have 2 black hearts, Brimstone, or 2 black hearts, no. Let's try this again. 2 black hearts, 1 red heart container, and I think a spirit heart. So we're gonna go on here, and hopefully that wasn't a gigantic mistake. But anyway, speaking of gigantic mistakes, Master Chief Collection, I would not recommend getting it. Maybe later, maybe in a couple of months or something like that, but as for right now, definitely not worth your money. Oh my god, dude. No, that's bad. Alright, well, it's not that bad, I guess, but I would have really preferred to not take damage like that. Also, as far as I know, yeah, well, actually, I guess it's fixed, but it still does that weird, like, visual effect where Isaac sort of, like, twitches his face. I don't think Brim snapping is in the game, though. I have no idea. I was gonna say Gish, but it's not Gish. Ball of Tar. Oh, actually, it sort of does make us Gish in a way. It gives us the Gish, like, creep effect, which if that slows down enemies, that could be really cool. I'm not going... Oh, I was about to get, like, scared. I thought Peeper's Eye was an enemy here. I don't think shops are actually in this challenge. I just realized I haven't seen a shop in a while. So I'm not going to bother clearing out the rest of this floor, although that was really bad damage. So I think we have like a half of a... Okay, well, this is really terrible. So I'm just going to shut up for a second and try and take out Pestilence. But we do have pretty high damage, not even just because of Brimstone, but just in general. I guess it is all because of Brimstone. I don't think we've picked up any damage ups. So we have full red hearts, and I know we have at least 1 red heart right now, so let's just move on, I guess. This is a really bad situation. I probably should not have taken Brimstone, although, like, you can't look a Brimstone horse in the mouth. You just really can't. Like, Brimstone and Mom's Knife are definitely my favorite items, and I am literally outing myself as Northern Lion here, but I feel like items, they mostly, like, just get rid of the tears are my favorite items, even though, like, most of the game is played with tears. Like, you would think that I should probably just get used to the tears, but I don't know. There's something about Brimstone and Mom's Knife. Honestly, it might not even be that the tears are gone in those situations. I think it's just because they're so powerful, like, they're fun to play with. Okay, this is dangerous. But fortunately, actually, I just remembered we have that Gish, like, creep effect, so we can actually slow down enemies, which is really nice, and hopefully we can make use of that. I'm not looking forward to this. Is bad. Oh my god. Wait, oh no, that's bad. That's actually really bad. Also, I just realized a really, like, pro way of doing this room, and that was not it. I thought for a second we were gonna have to redo that room again, which would have just been awful. I probably should have gone back to the previous room as well to pick up that heart that was on the floor, because I think we might have, like, a half of a red heart left right now, which, if that's true, that is not good whatsoever. Okay, well, we picked up a heart, so I don't know. I really don't know, man. Honestly, this is harder than I thought it would be. We probably should have just, like, played more carefully from the beginning, but not knowing how much health you have is actually pretty, for me anyway, pretty devastating. Although we did just pick up, or I guess hit a stray tinted rock, which is absolutely amazing right now. I'm really glad we got that. Alright, I think, let's go ahead and test right here. Please, secret room. Alright, so we got something. Hopefully we get something good. Not really, especially because there's no shops in this challenge, so we can't even make use of this item, or these coins, I should say. I'm gonna try to avoid that large room up there. That's another thing. I'm not really too big of a fan of those, like, large rooms in this game. So I'm gonna try and stay away from that. Of course, if the boss ends up being up there, we won't be able to help it. But for right now, I'm gonna test one of these other directions. Wow, this is just, you know, tempting me at this point. Not that I can, like, go for it. So we're gonna go ahead and get this pill. If this is a... Actually, I might not... Have we... Okay, I was gonna say, we might have actually picked this one up already, but we haven't. I'm not gonna take that right now, because if it's, like, a health down or something, like, that would be pretty bad, I guess. Alright, what is this? Flat penny. That's what I thought it was, but it looks different than it did in the Flash version, so I didn't want to take a guess and be wrong. Alright, okay, this is not the way to the boss, so we're gonna have to go through that large room, but especially with, like, Brimstone and, like, infinite range, those large rooms shouldn't be that big of a deal. What is that the left hand? Oh, monkey paw. That is definitely new, but I'm not gonna take it. Actually, I probably should have taken it because I have enough keys, but just in case the monkey paw does something dumb, like teleport you out of a room, like the skull or whatever, I'm not gonna let that have a chance of destroying my run. Also, it looks like we're not gonna have to go to that large room. And I didn't realize we hadn't gone to the item room on this floor yet, so I should probably be paying a little more attention, but we got mini mush, which is probably good. The range up really won't affect us all that much, but the speed up should probably help at least a little bit. Except for, you know, we got hit immediately, so that obviously didn't help so far in this boss challenge, or not even challenge, boss fight, I guess. If we stay back here, though, especially with, like, Brimstone, I feel like we should be just fine. I think when you're behind, this is not Gertie? I don't even remember, man. Like I said, for some reason, like, Isaac enemy names and boss names go, like, in one eye and out the other for me. Which it is displayed before every time you fight the boss, so I should probably just be paying attention a little bit better. But anyway, if you stand behind this enemy, this boss, I feel like the only thing that can hit you is if he spawns, like, flies or whatever, but as long as we're careful, like, I don't feel like that should be an issue, and it really wasn't. Alright, so toothpicks, is that a tears up? Yeah, tears and shot speed up. Of course, I don't think shot speed affects Brimstone at all, but I don't really know, so I'm not gonna pass judgment, I guess. The shot speed, or the tears up, though, I'm not totally sure, but I feel like that should maybe make Brimstone charge more quickly, which is pretty good. You know, I was kind of worried, maybe, like, at some points in that last floor, but I feel like we're gonna be just fine, actually. Like, I think we have a spirit heart right now. Of course, we have a full red heart. The only thing that could really be an issue, I think, is Mom. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, we probably are only going to Mom in this challenge, so we should be fine. Also, we have enough bombs now to be... Wow, I didn't even have to use that bomb. Literally pro play. At least we got it back. There was a bomb right there, so we didn't even have to use it. Oh my goodness, that was close. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get the challenge done, or the secret done, where you don't take damage on this, because that would be amazing. I've actually heard that Azazel is good for those, which... Oh, what? By the way, I also remembered that I heard that you couldn't get these challenges, or the no damage achievements done on challenge runs, so if that's true, that's no good, but at least it'll make the challenge a little bit easier. But anyway, like I was saying, I've heard Azazel is really good for getting those no damage achievements, so I will have to test that out. I really want to play as Azazel, by the way. Of course, we're kind of playing as him right now, minus flight. So, actually, I think I heard that his Brimstone is only like, it's like a really short distance Brimstone, which is really amazing, actually. I don't know if that's an item you can get in the game, that would be really cool. Because as far as I know, like, range downs don't affect Brimstone, I guess. So either that's an extra enemy, or an extra item, I should say, or like a factor to Azazel that you can't get with any other item or any other character or anything like that. Either way, I really do want to play as Azazel. Speaking of Brimstone, though, this is like the Battle of Brimstones right here. This is really cool. I kind of like that they changed Monstro too, so you can't like infinitely stun lock him or whatever, pretty much. Or it's not even a stun lock, really. It's just like a pattern where you can't get hit. It was kind of too easy before, not that it was really too hard now. Also, I really like the Cat and Ninetales as a damage up now. It was kind of useless in the first one, I think. I think it was just the shot speed up, which nobody's a fan of pure shot speed ups. Alright, so if there's like a fortune... I don't know if a fortune teller machine can be in the arcade, but if it could have, that would have been kind of good, I guess. I also don't know... Okay, we have full health. I don't really see any point in going in here, really. We have enough bombs and keys. And I'm not really sure how we could get... Well, there goes our damage achievement, if you can't even get it. I'm pretty sure I got hit twice there, so that's really good. But I don't know if there's any way you can get Spirit Hearts out of the arcade. If it turns out that there is, I probably just made a grave error. But I think we'll be fine. Although, I'm pretty sure that we're pretty low in health now because we took 2 bits of damage on that last room. Which is not what we wanted. Especially because it, like, wasn't that hard of a room. If I had just, like, been a little more careful, we would have been fine. And we just picked up a heart container. So I think we had half a heart for the entirety of that room I just did. Which is really scary. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to get over there unless we use, like, a bunch of bombs. Like, oh, okay, well. That didn't work. So I'm going to stop shooting for a second and see if we can make this work. Because if we get the... I'm pretty sure that's Jera over there. Like, if we get that and we find a Spirit Heart, we should be able to, like, duplicate it. Which is awesome. So hopefully we find a Spirit Heart. If we find, like, blue fire, that would be amazing. Because as far as I can tell, blue fire drops Spirit Hearts quite often. I don't think we need any more keys, so that would definitely be a bad idea to waste our Jera rune on duplicating a key. Also, I'm going to go for every heart drop I see, because as far as I know, like, we only have 1 red heart right now, so we should only be able to take, like, 1 heart of damage. Which is not good. Make no bones about it. So we're going to... Okay, my reflection. I don't know how that affects Brimstone. We can test it out, I guess. I guess absolutely nothing, which isn't so bad. The only reason I picked it up was because I wanted to get it out of, like, just in case for some reason the drop rate for my reflection's really low or something and we never see it again. I thought I would go ahead and pick it up. You know, for when we go for Platinum God or whatever, we need to have that unlocked anyway, so whatever. Alright, so I don't feel like going back and looking for... Okay, wait. This is what we're gonna do. Because the Mom's Heart boss fight is right there. We're going to go back, and we're going to duplicate that pill. And I'm going to take it. Actually, I'm going to blow this up. Hopefully we get a good card out of it. Nope, nothing. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to duplicate the pill, I guess. Because if the pill is like a sun card. Wow, what am I even talking about? Like a health up? That would be good. Wait. Let's go ahead and do this the correct way. Alright, going to go ahead and duplicate that. Please be good. Pretty Fly, oh my god, that was the best play I've ever made in any game ever, because now we have 3 orbitals instead of just 1, and since I'm pretty sure we have 1 heart right now, that was a very good thing to do. See, that is the kind of gameplay you need to have if you want to be good at this game, I think, which is why I, you know, need to play more and just have more experience, because I'm sure that was like an obvious thing to do for like everybody else watching, but no matter. I think we'll be just fine in this boss fight. Not even like, the orbitals might not even help that much, because I don't, in the Mom's, I always say Mom's Heart boss fight, by the way, when I'm talking about Mom. I noticed that when I was recording the last episode. Alright, so I'm pretty sure Mom does 1 heart of damage, so we must have more than 1 heart right now, unless I'm crazy. Also, I would have liked to use that Brimstone shot. Oh my god, that was so close. I have no idea how much health we have right now, but I'm pretty sure we had like half a heart or something like that. Oh man. So I'm gonna go ahead and take lunch, I guess, and we'll see what's in here, but I'm not gonna do it. Alright, so there's a technology down there that I'd love to like play around with, but since the challenge ends right here, we're gonna go ahead and stop. We unlocked the Rune of Hagalaz, or something like that. I didn't really get the chance to read it that closely, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I think you can tell I'm starting to play a little bit better. Hopefully, anyway. And I'll see you guys back for the next episode, where hopefully we can continue this streak of wins. And if we look at our challenges, we don't really have that many left. We've got 4 left we can do right now, and then we're going to be back on the real game. So I hope you guys are back for that. I will see you guys later.